Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Before we begin, make sure you like this episode, subscribe to Speak English Daily, and share it with anyone preparing for a job interview. It really helps the channel, and it helps more learners like you.
Today we are focusing on a very common and very important situation, a job interview. More specifically, questions and answers for a job interview at a professional company. Many learners feel nervous in interviews, not because they are not good, but because they don't know what to say in English.
In this episode, we will listen to a full interview conversation. I will be the interviewer and Mike will be the candidate. As we speak, we will use clear, simple English. If you are learning English, listen carefully to how sentences are formed and how ideas are explained step by step.
Yes, and while I answer the questions, I will speak a little slower and explain my ideas clearly, like in a real interview. This will help you understand how to organize your answers, even if your English is not perfect.
That's right. In an interview, the interviewer is not only listening to your English, they are listening to your thinking. Simple sentences are okay. Clear answers are better than long, confusing ones. So imagine this situation. You have applied for a job. You arrive at the company. You are polite, prepared, and ready to speak. This conversation will show you what that sounds like in real life.
And as you listen, try to notice useful phrases. Phrases for greeting, for introducing yourself, and for answering questions calmly. You can pause and repeat after us if you want.
All right, let's begin the interview now.
Good morning. I have an interview scheduled for today, and I'm here a little early.
Good morning. Welcome. May I know your name, please?
Good morning. My name is Mike Johnson. I have an interview scheduled for 10 a.m.
Thank you, Mike. Let me check your details. Yes, I see your name here. You are here for the customer service position, correct?
Yes, that's correct. I applied for the customer service representative role.
Great. You are a little early, which is good. Being on time shows professionalism. Please take a seat for a moment while I inform the interviewer.
Thank you. I arrived early because I wanted to be relaxed and prepared.
That is a good habit. While you are waiting, let me explain something for our listeners. In interviews, simple sentences like this are very effective. You do not need complex English to sound confident.
Yes, and arriving early also gives you time to calm your mind and organize your thoughts.
All right, Mike. The interviewer is ready to see you now. Please take the elevator to the 5th floor. When you come out, turn right. The interview room is number 502.
Thank you very much for the clear directions.
You're welcome. Good luck with your interview.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Before we continue, let me tell our listeners what is going to happen next. In this part, the interviewer will officially begin. You will hear polite greetings, small talk, and how an interviewer helps a candidate feel comfortable at the start.
And as the candidate, I will respond calmly and clearly, using simple English. This is the moment where first impressions are made, so listen carefully to the tone and word choice.
Hello, please come in.
Good morning. May I come in?
Yes, please, come in and have a seat. My name is Anna, and I am the hiring manager for this position.
Good morning, Anna. My name is Mike Johnson. Thank you for meeting me today.
You're welcome, Mike. It's nice to meet you. Before we start, would you like some water or coffee?
No, thank you. I'm comfortable, and I'm ready to begin.
That's good to hear. So how was your journey here today?
It was smooth. The directions were easy to follow, and I arrived about 15 minutes early.
That's great. Being early shows good planning and respect for other people's time.
Yes, I believe being punctual is important, especially for interviews.
Before we move forward, let me guide our listeners. In this part, you will hear one of the most common interview questions. I will ask Mike to introduce himself. Listen to how he organizes his answer in a clear and simple way.
And while I answer, I will speak step by step. This helps interviewers understand your background easily, especially when English is not your first language.
All right, Mike, let's begin. Please tell me about yourself.
Thank you. I'll start with my background. I am 25 years old, and I recently completed my education in business studies.
That's a good start. Please continue and tell me about your work experience.
After graduating, I started working at a small service company. I've been working there for about 2 years as a customer support assistant.
And what kind of work do you do in that role?
My main responsibility is to help customers with their questions. I answer phone calls and emails, and I explain services in simple language so customers can understand easily.
That sounds relevant to this position. Can you also explain why you are looking for a new opportunity?
Yes, I learned a lot in my current job, but the company is small. I am now looking for a place where I can grow, learn more skills, and work with a larger team.
That is a clear and honest answer. It helps the interviewer understand your motivation.
Yes, and I believe it is important to be truthful while still staying positive about your past experience.
Before we continue, let me explain to our listeners what will happen next. In this part, the interviewer will ask why the candidate wants to work for this company. This question checks preparation and interest, not memorized answers.
And I will answer by showing interest in the company and connecting it to my own goals. This is important for ESL learners because you do not need advanced words, just clear reasons.
Now, Mike, can you tell me why you want to leave your current job?
Yes, I am thankful for my current job because I gained experience there. However, the company is quite small and there are limited opportunities to grow or learn more skills.
I understand. So why do you want to work for our company specifically?
I want to work for your company because it is well known and has a strong reputation. I read that your company works with international clients and values customer satisfaction.
That shows you did some research. What else interests you about this company?
I like that your company provides training and encourages employees to improve their job. I want to learn from experienced colleagues and become better at my job.
That is a thoughtful answer. Interviewers like to hear that a candidate wants to grow with the company.
Yes, because when you grow, the company also benefits from your development.
Before we move ahead, let me explain to our listeners what comes next. In this part, the interviewer will ask about daily work responsibilities. This helps the company understand what the candidate already knows and how their experience matches the job.
And I will explain my work in a clear and simple way. If you are listening, notice how I give examples and numbers to make my answer more understandable.
Mike, can you describe your current role and your main responsibilities?
Yes, in my current job, I work as a customer support assistant. Every day, I help customers with questions about services and accounts.
How do customers usually contact you?
They contact me through phone calls, emails, and sometimes live chat. I answer their questions and try to solve their problems as quickly as possible.
That sounds like a busy role. About how many customers do you help in a day?
On average, I handle around 40 customer interactions each day. Some questions are simple and some take more time.
What kind of problems do customers usually have?
Many customers ask about billing, service issues, or account changes. I listen carefully, explain the solution clearly, and make sure they feel supported.
That's important. Clear communication builds trust with customers.
Yes, and I always try to stay calm and polite, even when a customer feels stressed or upset.
Before we continue, let me prepare our listeners. In this part, we will talk about pressure at work. The interviewer wants to know how a candidate stays calm and productive in stressful situations.
And I will explain my approach step by step. This is helpful for learners because pressure-related questions appear in many interviews.
Mike, your role sounds busy. How do you handle pressure when work becomes overwhelming?
I try to stay organized and focused. I remind myself to handle one customer at a time instead of thinking about everything at once.
That's a sensible approach. Can you give an example of a stressful situation you faced?
Yes. One time, several customers contacted us at the same time because of a service issue. Many of them were frustrated and worried.
How did you respond in that situation?
I listened carefully and let each customer explain their problem. I spoke calmly, apologized for the inconvenience, and assured them that I would help.
And what helped you stay calm during that time?
I took short breaths between calls and focused on solutions. Staying calm helped me think clearly and support customers better.
That shows good emotional control, which is very important in customer-facing roles.
Yes, I learned that when I stay calm, customers also feel more relaxed.
Before we move on, let me explain to our listeners what this next part is about. Now we will discuss a situation where a customer asks for something that is not allowed by company rules. This tests honesty and decision-making.
And I will answer by showing respect for company policy while still caring about the customer. This balance is very important in interviews.
Mike, imagine a customer asks for something that goes against company policy. What would you do?
First, I would listen carefully to the customer and understand their request. I would remain polite and calm throughout the conversation.
And how would you explain the policy to them?
I would explain the policy in simple words and tell them why it exists. I would make sure they feel respected even if the answer is no.
What if the customer is still unhappy after that?
I would try to find another solution that follows company rules. If I cannot solve it myself, I would offer to involve a supervisor.
That shows professionalism and respect for procedures.
Yes, following policy protects both the company and the customer.
Before we continue, let me explain to our listeners what will come next. In this part, the interviewer will ask about strengths and weaknesses. This question helps understand personality, attitude, and willingness to improve.
And I will answer by answering honestly but carefully. For learners, this is important because you should show confidence without sounding perfect.
Mike, let's talk about your strengths first. What do you think are your strongest qualities?
I believe my strongest qualities are patience and empathy. I genuinely like helping people, and I try to understand their problems before responding.
That's good. Can you explain how that helps in your work?
Yes, when customers feel heard, they become calmer. This makes it easier to solve problems and build trust.
Do you have any other strengths you would like to mention?
I am also reliable. I come to work on time, follow instructions, and complete my tasks responsibly.
Reliability is very valuable. Now let's talk about weaknesses. What is one area you are trying to improve?
Sometimes I feel disappointed when I cannot solve a problem myself. I want to help everyone, but I am learning that teamwork is important.
That's a thoughtful answer. How are you working on that?
I remind myself that asking for help is not a failure. It helps customers get better solutions.
Before we move ahead, let me guide our listeners. In this part, we will talk about work conditions, such as shifts, flexibility, and handling many tasks at the same time. These questions are common in service roles.
And I will explain my comfort level clearly. For learners, notice how I answer honestly without sounding negative.
Mike, this position requires working in different shifts, including evenings and weekends. Are you comfortable with that?
Yes, I am. I understand that customer support often runs all day and night, especially in international companies.
That's good to hear. How do you feel about working during busy periods?
I'm comfortable with busy times. I try to stay focused and manage my energy so I can work efficiently.
Can you tell me how you handle multiple tasks at the same time?
I prioritize tasks based on urgency. If I am speaking with a customer, I focus fully on them before moving to the next task.
That shows good time management.
Yes, using lists and systems helps me stay organized and avoid mistakes.
Before we continue, let me explain to our listeners what will come next. In this part, the interviewer will ask about future goals. This question helps understand ambition, planning, and long-term interest in the company.
And I will answer by sharing realistic goals. For English learners, notice how future plans are explained clearly without using complicated language.
Mike, where do you see yourself in the next 3 years?
In 3 years, I hope to grow within the company. I would like to become a more experienced team member and take on additional responsibilities.
That sounds reasonable. Do you have a specific role in mind?
Yes, I would like to become a senior representative or possibly a team leader if I perform well and gain enough experience.
And why is growth important to you?
Growth motivates me to work harder. Learning new skills helps me contribute more effectively and support my colleagues.
That shows a positive attitude toward development.
Yes, I believe long-term commitment helps both the employee and the company.
Before we move on, let me explain to our listeners what is coming next. In this part, the interviewer will ask about questions. This shows interest, confidence, and serious thinking about the role.
And I will answer simple but meaningful questions. For English learners, remember that interviews are two-way conversations, not a one-sided encounter.
Now, Mike, do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I do. I would like to know what a typical workday looks like in this position.
That's a good question. A typical day starts with checking your schedule and logging into our system. You will handle customer requests through calls, emails, and chat.
That sounds clear. My next question is about training. What kind of training will I receive?
You will receive 2 weeks of training. The first week focuses on company systems and policies. The second week is practical, where you work with guidance.
That sounds helpful. One more question. How do you measure success in this role?
We look at customer satisfaction, response time, and teamwork. A positive attitude and consistency matter a lot.
Thank you. That answers my questions clearly.
Before we move ahead, let me explain to our listeners what will happen now. In this part, the interview is coming to a close. You will hear feedback from the interviewer and learn how a job offer is usually communicated.
And I will respond in a professional and thankful way. For learners, listen to how appreciation and readiness are expressed politely.
Mike, thank you for answering all my questions. I want to say that I'm impressed with your experience, your calm attitude, and the way you explained your answers.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your feedback.
Based on our conversation, I believe you would be a good fit for this role. I'm happy to inform you that we would like to offer you the position.
That's wonderful news. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Our HR team will send you the official offer by email. Once you review and accept it, we will discuss your start date.
That sounds good. I'm looking forward to reviewing the offer.
When would you be able to start if everything goes smoothly?
I would need to give notice at my current job, so I would be available to start in about 3 weeks.
That works well for us. We respect a proper handover.
Thank you. I'm excited about the possibility of joining your team.
Before we finish, let me explain to our listeners what this final part is about. This is the closing of the interview and the episode. You will hear how an interview ends politely and how candidates leave a positive final impression.
And I will respond in a calm and professional way. For learners, notice how simple closing sentences can still sound confident and respectful.
Mike, before we end, do you have any final questions for me today?
No, you have explained everything very clearly. I feel comfortable with the role and the process.
That's good to hear. Thank you again for coming in today and for preparing so well for this interview.
Thank you for your time and for explaining everything in detail. I really appreciate it.
We will be in touch very soon. I hope you have a great rest of the day.
Thank you. I hope you have a great day as well.
Before you go, if this episode helped you understand job interviews better, please like this video and subscribe to Speak English Daily. Your support helps us create more clear and practical English lessons for you.
And don't forget to share this episode with friends or colleagues who are preparing for interviews. Keep practicing, stay confident, and we'll see you again soon.